Greetings. My topic for these lectures is the wisdom tradition in the Old Testament in the Hebrew Bible. We all know about the law and the prophets, where God does a lot of speaking, but the wisdom tradition is where human beings speak. We could call it the intellectual tradition behind the entire Old Testament. It's linked to the intellectual traditions of ancient Egypt, ancient Mesopotamia, and ancient Canaan. In the ancient world, just as today, scholars traveled, shared ideas, and wrote to each other. Took a bit longer for messages to be delivered, took a bit longer to travel, but there was this cultural diffusion of which the Old Testament represents a small part. Of course, there are the three wisdom books that we all know, the book of Job, the book of Proverbs, and the book of Ecclesiastes. But the wisdom tradition permeates the whole of the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, and as we'll see, spills into the New Testament. I will argue, for example, that the story of the man and the woman in the garden, the Adam and Eve story, is not about disobedience. It's not about sex, though sex is involved, but it's about acquiring knowledge and wisdom. The woman is the heroine. When we come, for example, to King Solomon, who is known for his wisdom, we're told that Solomon spoke about many things. He spoke about botany, from the cedar in Lebanon, the biggest, to the hyssop little plant growing in the wall. And behind all of these are the great lists, the great onomastica that scholars learn from and pupils were taught, the lists of things. And we'll look at these in the book of Job, lists of meteorological phenomenon, lists of mining phenomena, all kinds of lists. And so what I will try to do with you is to present this intellectual, scholarly, lively tradition, which in fact is the tradition without which the law and the prophets would not exist, because it was the scholars who wrote them down, who transmitted them, and who shared them. I'm a big fan of the wisdom tradition, as you can probably hear, and I so look forward to sharing what is now probably about 60 years of study of these books and the wisdom tradition in the Hebrew Bible with you. I look forward to meeting you in person and on Zoom. And thank you very much, and have a good summer.